Okay, I guess we are live. Let me know if I'm audible. Okay, I'm audible. So, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to yet another live stream. This is the last lecture of January. Learn everything in competitive programming in 60 hours. And today we are doing resume review and ask me anything, right? So before starting, let me quickly introduce about myself. I'm Subash Singha Roy. I'm a competitive programmer. I'm also working as a software developer engineer. I'm a 6-star coder on CodeChef, candidate master on Code Forces. Also, I've been into ACM, ICPC, Amritapur regionals, where I secured a rank of around 250. I've been also into Code Vita Season 8 finals, where I secured a rank of 3, all India rank of 3 and a global rank of 8. These are few of my achievements. The subjects that I take here is C++, data structures and algorithms, competitive programming, and practice question. When I say C++, I'll be covering concepts where you can actually learn to write modular code, how to increase your speed and accuracy. For data structures and algorithms, I have a separate playlist, and you can go and watch that. Competitive programming we are doing right now. Today is feedback time. I'm asking you feedback about like how do you enjoy my classes, do you learn anything new, are you liking my stream and all. So make sure that you fill up the form given in the description, and also a Google link to your resume. I'll be reviewing your resume. I'll tell you what all things you need to add, what all need you have to subtract, so that you get your resume shortlisted. Apart from this, we also do practice questions. You have seen that I am be doing practice questions live. So yeah, you can look at the code given there below, SSRI10. You can go through that. Moving ahead, and this is my January schedule. So we are today at the last day. AMA with Subash, feedback about CP classes till now, and resume review. So this is the part 1, and we'll be doing part 2 shortly after this. Both are 1 hour session, and in both session I'll be doing resume review primarily, and secondary I will be asking you guys for feedback and any questions that you want to ask related to job, related to studies, or related to roadmaps, anything that you want to ask, right? So the form is given in the description. Make sure that you fill up that form. I'll be taking questions from the form only. The form is open now, and you can go and fill up that, right? Moving ahead, let me quickly introduce Relevel. Many times candidates miss out opportunities due to multiple reasons, and it can be because they don't have a better degree or they have a poor networking. By better degree, I mean they may not have a BTech or MBA degree, and they may be struggling because of that, right? And it may also happen that they don't they have a poor networking over LinkedIn. Also, it may happen that your resume is not standing out. So basically, I have bought today's class just to teach you how to build a good resume. I'll be doing your resume review. So this is also one of the point, right? That you have submitted your resume and your resume is not getting selected, but other people who are actually applying, their resume got shortlisted and your resume is not getting selected, right? Also, it may happen that you have applied to 50 to 60 companies, but you haven't heard from any of them. So these are the common things that people find while they apply for job and they don't get a reward back, right? So to bridge this gap, Unacademy has come with a great concept of Relevel. It is India's first test hiring platform which helps job seekers to find their dream jobs. You will be getting the jobs on the basis of your skills and talent, and it will not require any degree, right? Moving ahead, what are the benefits? There are over 50 plus top startups and unicorns affiliated to this. There are 1,000 plus job positions. You can attempt this test for free, and also here you will be in a unique position where the job hunting will be done by Relevel itself. So moving ahead, registering on Relevel is actually very easy. Select a test of your choice. It can be a business development test or front-end development test or a back-end development test. There can be more tests, like you can have just a second, we have a call. Okay, so we are talking about the test, right? So it can be a business development test, it can be a front-end development test or a back-end development test. As you can see, the number of the basic salary of the job is around 6 LPA, and the number of jobs are more than 500 plus, right? And it can end up to 16 to 17 LPA as well. Moving ahead, how to book a slot? Once you register to the test, make sure that you book a slot. The date you can select as you want. There is also the flexibility to select the date. I suggest you to book the slots fast because the slots are limited, right? After this comes my promo code. Make sure you use my promo code SSROY10, which you have seen in the first slide. So make sure that you use my promo code, and by using my promo code you get a free Relevel sample test paper and also a mock test, right? So when you get a sample test paper, you know how the question paper actually looks like, what are the number of questions, what is the difficulty level, and so on. And also you will be eligible to give a mock test. So these are the benefits of using my promo code. Make sure you use my promo code SSROY10. Moving ahead, make sure that you register to Relevel today. If you're 18 plus and less than 3 years of experience in industry, make sure that you register to Relevel, right? So this was all about Relevel. Moving ahead, make sure you join us in the Telegram channel. The link is given in the description. Here you can ask any doubt you have. There are educators who will help you. Also, you'll be updated about the schedules when the class will be taken, right? Yeah, make sure that you like this stream, share this stream. When you like the stream, it gets more number of reaches, we get more number of viewers, and the knowledge is spread among more people, right? So you want to spread our knowledge as much as we can, right? So make sure that you like the stream, share the stream, subscribe the channel, and also hit the notification bell. Moving ahead, so what are we going to do today? We are going to do resume review and ask me anything. So if you have your resume handy, make sure you submit it in the form given in the description. You can open the description of the channel and you can see fill up this form to AMA. Make sure that you fill up that form. In that form, you will be asked to give a Google link to, like Google Drive link to your resume. Please add only the Google Drive link, and also you can ask any questions which you want in the last. Like in the last, there is one option to ask me anything question. Anything that you want to ask, you can fill it up there. And yeah, today's topic is just resume review. We'll be doing resume review and a little bit of AMA. This is my last class in January, and hope so we meet again in February. I'm not sure if the channel is going to shut down. If it shuts down, then this is the last class. But yeah, if it does not shut down, then we'll be meeting again on February. But before leaving, let's get our resume reviewed, right? So moving ahead, let's switch the tab. And here we are. Let's see the responses. We have 3 responses till now. I can start now, I think. Anything you want to ask, you can ask in the chat and we can start. Also, I'll be giving you how I have created my resume. Like I'll show you my resume and I'll show you how I have created it, which platform I have used to create my resume, which things you need to add, which things you need to remove, like how to make an ideal resume, I'll teach you. So make sure that you drop whatever you have in the chat and we can move, right? So we have 3 responses. Let's go to the responses one by one, individual. Yeah. So the first person we have is Pratyush. He's from CU, Calcutta University, I guess. And actually I need your link to your resume, not your Codeforces profile. So I will not be actually going through your Codeforces profile for now. Make sure that you fill up the form. I think it's not about resume, it's about resume review, not a coding profile review. So I'll be skipping this. Anything else you have? How to improve in CP? I'm not able to solve problem of rating above 1100. Please guide me. So to improve in CP, like I have already told about the coding profile review in my previous lecture. So to improve, what you have to do is that so you cannot solve above rating 1100, right? So start solving problems of 1200, and when you get stuck, make sure that you look upon the editorial. While looking upon on the editorial, you have to look it one by one. Like don't just jump and look into the editorial before solving the problem. First try to solve the problem. Spend 1.5 hour or 1 hour 2 hours on the question, and then if you cannot solve it, look on the first line of the editorial. Try to understand what that editorial wants you to say, like take hints from the editorial and try to solve it again. But even after looking at the editorial, if you're not able to solve, make sure you look at people's solution and try to deduce like where you were missing. So the part which you are missing, you have to pick it up and start learning. That is the only way you can improve. 1100, 1200 problems are just implementation. So it should not be very tough. You have to just practice and it will help you, right? If it would have been like 17, 1800 problem, then you need some algorithm knowledge. But in 1100, 1200 problems, it's just implementation. So yeah, I don't think anything else you need. You just need to practice harder, right? So he gave me a 4 star. So thanks. Classes are good. Yeah, works for me. He's from 3rd semester, so you have time, right? Spend some time on practicing, right? Let's move to the next response. We have only 3 responses till now. There are 12 people watching. So we are doing a resume review. I'll be telling you guys what all things you need to add in the resume so that your resume gets a more percentage of getting selected. And also make sure that you drop what feedbacks you want there. Like we have an honest feedback option. Make sure that you add the feedback also. So moving ahead, we have only 4 responses now. I like if I finish the responses, I'll start doing live problem solving. But if we have responses, I'll help students to actually learn how to like what all resume they need to correct and how to correct it, right? Both I'll teach you. And also I'll show you how I have created my resume, where I have went and created my resume and so on, right? So all things I'll be discussing. Let's move to the second person. Second person is Akash Singla. He is from Chitkara University, semester 5. He has given a link to his resume. Let's open this resume and look, right? Let's look into his resume. So here we have the resume. So let's look one by one. We have coding profiles where we have the link. Let me see if the links are working. First thing is that your link should be working. Okay, your link is working. Your GFG link, is it working? It is working. So plus point on the working of the links. Let's see if you have GitHub link is also working. Whenever you add a link, make sure that your links are working. So his links are working perfectly. So that's a positive sign. That's a positive sign, right? Now let's look one by one what needs to be done, right? So on the first glance, what I can see is that you have spent most of the like 30% of your 30% of your resume space only on your description, right? 30% of your resume is on your description. So make sure that since you have already added GitHub, you have already added did you add LinkedIn also here? You have already added your GitHub right here. So don't add GitHub again here. Skype I don't think it's required, but it's okay. Gmail is required, phone number is required. That's cool. Like okay, you have it's all fine to blur it. It's all fine. But yeah, these two things are good. But don't add unnecessary things on the top, right? And try to reduce the space. Like you can see, like you have taken 10% of the thing just to write your name, right? Yeah, obviously your name should be in a bigger font, but yeah, not very big, right? Not very big. So let's move to the second part. You have written your okay, three. I don't think all three is required. All three of your education is required. I don't think that much is required. Like I would want more work experience instead of more education. So you can just add first two columns. Like just a second, just Control Shift T. Yeah. Okay, sorry, it's not to open. Yeah. So what I was doing, if you can see, like I have added 2. Yeah. So yeah, I'll suggest you that you can just add 2 of it. The third one is not much required. Like from here only I can get the point. Like yeah, he is a good student. He's getting a 10 CGPA. His percentage is above 80. This 10 CGPA is not much required. So you can skip this part. This part can be skipped. But this thing is good. Like you are mentioning the date. You are mentioning the CGPA. This is cool, right? For work experience, you have said that you are from 7 to 22. You have used this achievements and tasks. Good. So technologies used. You have given the technologies school. Worked on live project, which was the recreation of a site. Worked on login sign up. Blah blah blah. Okay. So whenever you give your profile, right? Whenever you give your profile for a work experience, what I'll be looking is that how much improvement have you given to the company, right? You have to show the percentage, whatever fake percentage you put up, right? But show some percentage, like how did this work benefited the company, right? You worked on a live project which was recreation of a site of the company, recreation, right? Like how did the recreation help? Like you have worked on login sign up and password reset functionality of the site. Okay, you have worked on login sign up, right? How did it benefit? Like how much security did you provide? I need the points, right? Like anyone, if anyone is giving his password, right? How much secure is his password, right? These are points I'll be looking, right? Anyone can make a login sign up page. Anyone can make up a login sign up page, and I'm not going to actually look whether this is a true work experience or not, right? But people maybe go and search for academia program, or they may go and search for CDK Global. That's a different story. But whenever you add, make sure that you add some percentage on it. So that is fine, right? Let's move to the second one. You have projects, which is Insta Connect. You have a live project. Let's see the project. So yeah, here again you have this sign up and login option. And let me see if I type my password. Cool. And if I open the inspect, can I see my that things can be done later on, right? But yeah, looking, I can see this is cool. Should I give one valid? Let me check if we have any validation or not. .com, enter password. Suppose I just tried anything. Let's see if it checks or not. Okay, you have a wrong email. Cool, it works for me then. Let me see if I just tried gmail.com. Wrong email or password. Okay, sign up. I need to sign up. Cool. Never. Let me see if I can put some random email, abc.com, and your name, suppose Subash. Spelling mistake. Like, I don't want to dive deep into your project, but since it is the first one I'll do, I'll not be doing it later on. So let's sign up. Let's see. Okay, it is actually allowing you to sign up, and then again you have a sign in, right? So once I sign up, I should not again come back to sign in page, right? I've already signed up. Why should I again sign in? So make sure that you what to say, two things you can do. First, validate whether the email is true or not. You can send a security token in the email. That you can do. That will be benefiting your project. But I will not go into a deep dive of the project. That we can do some other day, like project reviews and all. But yeah, that is one thing you can do. Like, don't allow anyone to give any fake email or something like that, right? So this is a small thing I can say. But yeah, React app looks good. Your link is working and all fine. Since you have already given the website link, I will not suggest you to give all links here, because it's just filling up the space. GitHub link, GitHub backend link, this all does not matter. You have already given your GitHub link. Like, what you can do is that do something like this: profile links, and you can give your whatever links you want to give, right? You can do something this kind of things. Like, this is my resume. I'll be speaking about it a little later. But what you can do is that you can keep profile links. You can give LinkedIn, GitHub, and anything you want, right? That is fine for you, right? And collection frameworks in C++, what you have done: Java have a predefined collection framework API which have pre-implemented classes and several things. The project makes easy to work on data sets in C. Its main feature is to blah 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 blah. Okay, language use is C. So my point is like, yeah, let's not go into the deep dive of projects. That we can do later on. See, these skills, don't put it like this, right? Don't put it like this. It's taking a too much space. For skills, you can do something like this. Like, I have used my skills somewhere. Did I put skills? Yeah, this you can say, right? Like, you can differentiate it. Like, technologies, you know this. Patterns and practices, you know this. Like, what patterns and practices you know, right? Like, this is becoming a more of visual kind of thing. But I'll not do any nitpicking. Overall this thing is very good for in which semester you are? Fifth semester. Overall, the resume is very fine. Like, I like your resume. It is a one pager. That is very good, and you have presented it in a very nice way. The only thing I'll say, that reduce this part a little bit. And yeah, since you will get more work experience, make sure that you increase this work experience more, right? So this is all about your resume. I can move ahead. I'll not spend very much time on you. Really good, 5-star. Do I need to do something extra for coding rounds? Like, keep practicing. That is the only thing, right? Keep practicing. Once you keep practicing, what happens is that you get that feel, right? Like, you are improving, and once you get that feel, you improve automatically, right? So yeah, I liked your resume. Your resume was good, but keep some points on the note. Also, don't make it very fancy. A normal looking resume also works, right? Let's move to the next one. I hope you understand what I have said. He's Sagar. He's from Nirma University, semester 6. Okay. Let's look at his resume. I'll spend 2-3 minutes on each resume, and then we can move. So let's look into this resume. This resume is also good, because on the first side I can see that, yeah, the name is written good, the phone number and all, it's fine. Education also he has given only 2, it is fine, and he has given from the time he has given and the CGPA, and only 2 he has given. So he has not spent much time on the previous educations, which are not very important also, right, when you apply for the job. Next, let's move to his experience. He has given his experience, and it's nice to see, like, after education you have given experience. The main focus anyone wants to see is where you have educated, what is your experience, and what is your projects. These 3 things is what people generally look like. So you have not given any link to your project. So this is one drawback. Like, you are saying that you have done, okay, this is not your project, right? This is your project. Still there are no links. So yeah, adding some links will help. And a little bit description, like you can, like, see, no one needs to know about the description of what technology you have used, because you are already mentioned it here, right? Don't repeat, don't rework on the same things, right? PHP I already know you've used, CSS I have already known you have used. You don't have to repeat it again and again, right? This is just you are taking up space because you have already told what you are using here, so you don't need to repeat it again here, right? Also same things goes here. You have already told you have used Java Swing, you are just taking up space. Java Swing, right? Better that you tell how your thing, like better you explain it a little bit more. Don't spend time on this much, right? It's better that you explain about your project a little bit more, because it is in developer client server communication application for sharing chat. What extra thing you have done, how you have done it, right? How much time has it required, how much time it's actually not required, but still like like how to say, like how it is benefiting people, right? Like you have made a project thinking something, right? Why did you make that project? Tell them to the people, right? Let's look about your intern. It is a remote internship. Again, numbers are missing. I'll say that I'll prefer like you use some numbers here, like how much percentage has it helped the company, and how you have managed to reduce some workload for them, like by how much percentage and so on. So the numbers matter, right? Numbers matter. Let's move to the next part, your campus activity experience. See, campus activity experience, you are coded a programming club, technical editor, all fine. Like basically what I'll say is that let me see, I myself forgot what I've written. You can everything you can put it under a accomplishment, right? You can put everything under accomplishment. Okay, that you can do. And yeah, put everything under accomplishment, that should be fine. Like achievements you have written correctly, like 6 star on HackerRank, cool, 3 star on here. So I need a proof, right? Make sure you add some link also, right? Make sure you add some link, that will be fine. Like I should go and see, okay, he's a 3 star, is he saying true? A link, click, yes, he's saying correctly. Solve 500 plus DSA problems. See, number of problems, like in my previous lecture also I was saying, like in my previous lecture also I was saying, like number of problems does not matter, the ratings matter, right? Make sure you give more ratings than problems. ठीक है, चलता है. Participants in code war, like this is good, right? Participate in code war, okay, works for me. Profile link, ठीक है, okay, you have given profile link here, right? So achievement and profiling अलग से है, लेकिन ठीक है, चलेगा, it's fine. अगर profiling देख लेते काम करता है कि नहीं. Let's click and see. Yes, profiling is working. See, ये वाला profiling देखे ना, like you are degrading yourself only, right? If someone opens, give profile links which is shareable. Like if you give anyone newbie profile link, what you will assume, right? इसमें 3 star है, cool, 3 star है, मैं समझ आ रहा है, ठीक है, 3 star, but number of contest is very low. Again, ठीक है. This all I have already explained in my previous AMA, like what you need to do to improve, right? So make sure you improve and then you add the links, then it's fine. For lead code, I know I have already told in my previous also, like एक attempt किया तुमने, problems तुमने बहुत सारा solve किया, but एक attempt किया, right? Attempt more, right? So yeah, this is what I'll say. Technical skills, ठीक है, ये बहुत अच्छा किया है तुमने, like it's a nice one. Like you have divided it, right? See, language you know, right? You know Java also, right? You have written Java Swing here. Make sure you use Java Swing here also. So this is all what I can tell you. Overall it looks fine. One pager है, अच्छा है, एक बार में देख के it's very simple and readable, right? That's fine. So I like your resume. Overall resume अच्छा है. Whatever I told, that was just nitpicking. ये सब थोड़ा ठीक कर लेना and that should be good for you, right? Let's move to the next resume. Do you have anything else that he is asking? Can I crack 12 LPA in 6 months from my profile? Currently it's a little tough, right? Currently it's a little tough. Why? Because your ratings are pretty low. Try to reach specialist in 6 months, then I can say it's a very positive sign. ऐसा नहीं है कि रेटिंग कम होता है तो तुमको जॉब नहीं मिलेगा. आई एम नॉट डिमीनिंग यू इन एनी वे. ऑब्वियसली यू कैन गेट 12 LPA जॉब इवन इफ यू डोंट डू CP. ठीक है, यू कैन गेट अ 12 plus LPA जॉब, यू कैन गेट मोर LPA जॉब्स इवन इफ यू डोंट डू CP, राइट? बट सिंस यू आर शेयरिंग योर CP प्रोफाइल, मेक श्योर दैट वो थोड़ा सा ठीक रहे, राइट? आपको जो अच्छा होता है, मेक श्योर यू शेयर दैट, जो आपका अच्छा है, राइट? इवन इफ योर डेवलपमेंट इज गुड, शेयर योर डेव प्रोफाइल, राइट? You can crack a job even if you don't do CP, even if you don't do lead code, even if you don't do anything, you can crack a 12 LPA job. It's only on the day and only on a practice. Whatever you practice, whatever you work, right? So yeah, this was all about it. Let's move to the next one. Whoever are joining new, make sure you give your resume links in the description. In the description, you will find the form. Make sure that you fill up that form, right? Let's move to the next one. Harsh, VIT Bhopal, 4th semester, Google Drive. Yeah, okay, you're not sharing your resume, then don't fill up the form, right? I'm in 4th semester. Should I try CP or just do lead code? Because the next semester internship session will start. So if you have not done CP till now, what you can do is that you can start doing lead code. See, it's a very bad conception, like lead code and CP is different. You need CP knowledge for lead code also, right? If you are good in CP, you are good in data structures and algorithm. And lead code is just data structure and algorithm. So don't differentiate between CP and lead code. लीड कोड में भी जाके तुम प्रॉब्लम्स ही सॉल्व करोगे, सीपी में भी तुम प्रॉब्लम्स ही सॉल्व कर रहे हो. देयर इज नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन देम, राइट? ओनली क्या कि ये लीड कोड में हाँ थोड़ा कंपनी रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम ज़्यादा मिलते हैं, यहाँ पे इट्स अ स्पोर्ट. दैट्स द ओनली डिफरेंस. बट यू आर डूइंग डीएस एंड एल्गोरिथम इन बोथ ऑफ देम, सो डूइंग एनी वन or doing both is same, right? But since if you are not interested in CP, you have not done it till in 4th semester, now it's time for your placement and thing. So yeah, focus more on lead code because यहाँ पे company questions ज़्यादा रहते हैं, right? यहाँ पे उतने कंपनी रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस नहीं रहता, यहाँ पे लाइक कंपनी का टैग देकर क्वेश्चन रहता है. सो या गो ओवर लीड कोड इफ यू आर जस्ट फोकसिंग ऑन इंटर्नशिप एंड जॉब, राइट? But if you really want to learn, if you want to participate, you have to increase your speed, accuracy and so on, go with CP. But that's the call I leave up to you. My what is my recommendation to you is that if you are only focusing on lead code, then you are doing mostly on job oriented thing. That is fine for me, but make sure that you cover most of the topics that are necessary, right? सारे topics cover कर लेना, don't leave some topics or it may be asked in the interview and all, right? Let's move to the next one. Kaushik, he is from CVCE 6th semester. Okay. Why did you fill up the form if you are not giving Google Drive? Like, this is a resume review. Please do not fill up the form if you don't have a resume. Is 6th semester good for time to start CP? No, it is a little late. It's a little late. 6th semester is actually a little late to start CP because even if you start CP, you need some dedicated time, and I know you'll have not much dedicated time because you will be working on projects parallelly and you will be working on your college projects, side projects. Then you'll be working on your interview preparation, reading your what to say CS core subjects and also your lead code वगैरह, right? So CP के लिए time अलग से निकालना will be tough, but if you want to give dedicated time to CP, it's never late to start CP. But if you are only doing job oriented thing, it is late, right? अगर CP करना होगा तो कभी लेट नहीं है, कभी भी start कर सकते हो. I am myself thinking to start CP again. Like I left it for more than 7-8 months हो गया मैंने नहीं किया CP. I'm thinking to start again, so it's never late to start again. But yeah, if it's only for job, don't do it because तब वो waste of time होने वाला है, क्योंकि you will get demotivated कुछ दिन करके ही, right? So it takes time. CP improvement takes time. जिनके पास time है वही करना, कोई ऐसे वैसे start मत कर देना, ठीक है? Also one request, if you are not giving a Google Drive link, don't fill up the form, ठीक है? Let's move to the next one. है हाँ है, चलो good. Deepak Dalal, he's from Veller, 1 year experience is job, good. Let's see his resume. Okay, I am opening it some different place. Just a second. So let's see what resume we have here. Okay, same thing. Yeah, visually it is good, but like the font is very small, right? The font is very small. I have to zoom it, and I don't think people will be zooming your thing for now. Let's move and read it. Same thing. Like you have ample of contents to fill up, right? You have ample of contents to fill up. So this thing is not necessary actually. I can already know you have 90% mark, you have 8.72 CGPA. It is actually not required to give a 10th standard ka thing, right? You are a software engineer, Deepak Dalal, it's fine. You have used a little space and it's fine, right? You have given your links here, you have given phone number and everything is fine. So one thing you can do is that you have so much thing to write, right? You already have so much thing to write. So if you remove this space, you have a lot of things. You get more space and you can increase this font, right? This font you can increase and it will be more readable, right? So one drawback is that your font size is very small. It would be better if you can use a little bit bigger font. Let's move. You are software engineer, full stack developer, sen.ai, good. You have started from 6 and 21 and you're doing things present. Okay, you have joined at the same time I have joined. Optimize different, yeah, see, this is what I wanted. Like a number is required, right? 25 bugs, good. Improved and changed the UI. So you should tell like how it affected, right? How it affected the people, like how much inflow of customers came since you made this change. Worked extensively with the team to deliver the application under strict deadlines. See, this every people do, right? Better you can frame it in a more way that you deliver the results on time. like don't resume is not about self boasting, right? Like I worked extensively, I worked super hard. Let people to judge it, and people will judge it on basis of your numbers which you provide, right? So yeah, but yeah, like this is very nice, which I can see improved it by 10 times, good. $25, good. So yeah, these 2 points are good, but last 2 points, it needed a little bit more focus, I think you understand. Let's move to the next one. Intern, you have done cognizant intern. Yeah, it's not like you have written in what, yeah, just in a one place you have written whatever you have done. Ranked number one in the project among 22 teams, it's good. Worked on a complete end-to-end final web application project. So see, again you have mentioned the tech stacks, right? So I think you should use the tech stack only once. So training you have done on which, so training you have done in which subjects, you have already written it here, right? So don't mention training here, just mention how much contribution you have done when you are doing intern. Don't You don't need to write your learnings here. Your learnings you are already showcasing here. Mostly you have to write how much you have worked, how much it has helped. The last point is very good, like it was ranked one, it's very good. Let's move to the next one. You have machine learning also. So see, uh, three experience is good, it's not bad actually, but yeah, don't over like what to say, don't over give everything in resume, right? I'll share an experience. I have done 5 6 interns, right? So I had written one internship which I had done a quite back. I'll not reveal the company name, I'll not reveal for which company I was interviewing, but I had worked for a company in which I had worked on SQL database and all, right? Front end, back end, everything I have worked on, right? And that was my first internship. So I worked there, and then I worked it around 2021 April, right? Around 2021 April or March I worked there, right? And my interview was with one good company, and it was done on, sorry, I told wrong, 2020, April 2020 I did this, and January 2021 I had a interview with one company. And there I had mentioned in the resume, like since you have mentioned all the work experience, I had also that time mentioned all the work experience. So what happens is that they start picking up questions from there. So it may happen that it's 2020, right? It may happen that you don't remember everything. So don't put everything in the resume. That is also very bad, right? Don't put everything in the resume. If you put everything in the resume, next time when you apply for the job, they will be asking you questions from here. And if by chance you forget something, or by chance you forget the implementation, it will be a nightmare for you, right? They will start digging up, and then it will be a nightmare for you. So only mention in the resume that you are very confident of. Don't mention everything, right? Let's quickly move. So this is too much, right? You can see, you can just make it as a bullet point, and it will take a little space, and you can increase your fonts here, right? Just a nitpicking, right? And yeah, similar thing, like you have written so much about it, right? It's actually not required that you write so much about it. A link is given, that's fine. Let's see if it is working. Yeah, it's working. I'll not be going into project thing, like project what to say, project deep dive, I'll not go, but yeah, cool. So yeah, so see, to do's application, you have just said tech stack. So like why is it necessary to write here, right? Blog application, tech stack, why is it necessary to write here, right? These two are enough. These two is already telling that you know a lot about this, right? Then again you are writing tech stack, but you have written already what are the skills you have. So only write what the impact it does and all, and that should be fine. Achievement is good, like I can see overall the achievement is good. A little bit bullet points would have been helped, but yeah, makes sense. Publication, good. Coding bootcamps and platform, solved around 150 problems. Same thing, like number of problems does not matter, the rating matters, but good, you can put one thing is good. Like everywhere, if you write 200 problems, 150 problems, 105 problems, no one cares, right? Like in which, like I can start writing every site's name and tell I solved 50 problems there, I solved 100 problems there. What you can do is that overall thing can be bought under one. I have solved 150, 200 and 105. So 305 and 455. So I have solved around 450 plus problems related to DSA. That's enough, right? So these all things I can tell you. Like overall it's look good, but the font is very small, so people will not go and look everything like okay, he has done this. So just increase the font and remove unnecessary things, and that should be fine, I think. Let's move. If you have anything else, nice, 5-star, anything else, okay. I think I've given you all the necessary information. Let's move to the next one. Name is hidden, okay. Okay, let's move to the next one. I don't know why he has done. Rahul Kumar Singh, NSIT 4, he has given the Google Drive link. I'll skip if you don't have a Google Drive link. It's basically resume review. So I want the resumes. You need access. Please provide access, whoever you are. Like, let me see the name. Rahul Kumar Singh, please provide access. I can wait for 1 minute. Let's look at this. Does gap year matters in off-campus? No. Do individually made projects count? Yes. Bhaiya, guidance for first year student to become good in CP. I don't know any language. Start with language on then. Start reading for loop, while loop, do while loop, and so in C. Start with C and shift to C++. Why? Because you need to know C++ and Java. These two languages are must. Python, if you're doing ML वगैरह, then Python is required. Otherwise, ठीक है, don't start with Python because most of them are predefined, right? And I don't want you to learn predefined, learn from scratch. So C पहले करो, C करने के बाद C++ और Java में shift कर जाओ, ठीक है? Sir, I am first year undergraduate. I am 3-star in CC, 1000 in CF. I have made 2 projects. Please guide me. I think you have. Did you give? Like, let me see. Has he given or should we move? Okay, we think we have to move. Very good classes. How to improve at Code Forces. So depending, I could have. Okay, provide me your access and I can come back again here. What is the number? Its number is 8. Okay, I can come back later. For you, Pratik, what I'll be saying is that you are in first year and you have already done 2 projects. It's good. Don't focus on projects now. Focus on improving your ratings and focus on learning DS and Algo, because that is what is required in the future, right? Obviously, you focus on project, that is up to you. You are on a first year, like it is. I have already told, like first year is tasting different kinds of food, right? You are served with biryani, you are served with fried rice, you are served with chicken and blah blah blah. Choose your food which you are most preferable with, right? Don't follow the herd. Whatever you think is best suitable for you, go with that. You are already 3-star at CC and you 1000 CF, so it's good you are working. Make sure you work harder, practice more questions, and that should help you, right? Do we have the link? Okay, let's move. If you provide the link, mention it in the chat. Let's move to the next one. We have Bhagya Mudgal. Okay, Maharaja Surajmal Institute, 5th semester. Okay, let's look at the resume. Till now, whatever resume I've seen, they were pretty good. Again, I think you guys are using the same template, but what I'll say is that don't use so much space just for defining who you are and your links. It's better that you decrease this space a little bit, because see, your font size is very low. Your font size is very small. You get me, right? So it's hard to read. If your font size is very low, if your font size is very small, people will skip. You don't want your resume to be skipped, right? So make sure that your font size is bigger. I like the thing that you have bolded like places which you want to focus. That's good. But again, same thing. Mention some numbers. Some numbers, and yeah, you have given lots of links. Let's see if the links are working. Okay, links are working. Let's see this. Links are working. Always make sure one advice to everyone who is watching the stream: always make sure your best project should be on the top, your worst project should be on the last. Worst project, by what I mean is that if you are giving 3 projects, the best should be at the top, because people will never go down, they will pick up the first one. Okay, they know that you have given it first, means you want them to look at this, right? Obviously you should know about all the projects that you have mentioned in the resume, because they can ask question from anywhere. But make sure that your first resume is the best one, right? The first project is the best one which you have in your arsenal, right? Work experience, software engineer, internet plateaus. Okay, why you have given the link? You don't need to give your company's link. Here the link is not required. But yeah, what you are working as a React developer, how it is helping, right? How it has helped and all, you can explain. Education too, it's fine. See, skills you have filled up a lot, right? You have filled up a lot. Don't take up this much space just to fill up your skills. Use a little bit less space. Like, this is okay, but yeah, make sure that you don't use this. Instead of using this, make sure you use the same you are using here, right? By same, I mean that maybe you have in the template, I don't know about the template, maybe in the template you already have a section for skills where the skills are shown like this. Delete that section and use this kind of section, paragraph section, and rename it as skill and write it like this by using commas or by using bullet points, right? Don't do it like this. Why I'm saying, because it is taking too much space, and for that this thing is going little down, right? So maybe you could have added more valuable things when you have more space, right? Because everyone recommends to use only one pager, right? So if you're using only one pager, make sure that you don't waste space here and there, right? Voluntary experience you have done somewhere, that's fine. Courses and certificates, that's fine. And achievements is fine. Achievements is fine. So you have given the link. You have given the link for hacker rank, but you have, okay, and you have given again hacker rank. So 2 hacker rank. I need only 1 hacker rank, ठीक है? 2 hacker rank मत देना, सबका एक एक देना, ठीक है? ज़्यादा मत भर देना, ठीक है? So this was all about increase your font. इतना सारे projects देने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. You should be knowing every of your projects, right? If you are writing anything, then you should give every of your projects. And देखो यहाँ पे like text tag सारे में बहुत ज़्यादा करके लिख दियो, and again यहाँ पे भी लिखियो. Don't repeat anything on your resume, ठीक है? Don't repeat anything on your resume. Text tag नहीं डालना है तो यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट डाल दो, या फिर ब्रैकेट करके पास में डाल दो. मैंने कैसे किया मुझे याद नहीं है, मैंने डाला भी है कुछ, हाँ बस यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा मैंने डाल दिया 3-3, ठीक है? दो ये मेरा परफेक्ट रेज्यूमे नहीं है, ये बस सैम्पल है. इसमें भी बहुत कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स है, देयर आर सम प्रॉब्लम्स हियर, बट या like I have also not given the numbers should be there, and like I can show you it a little bit later, but let's look at people's resume first. So this is done, right? Let's move to the next one. ठीक है. Anything he has told about the class first time? Can you please review my portfolio? Let's see. So I've already looked at your resume, right? Is there anything else written? Or what you can do, if you have already have a portfolio, don't mention. So you already have a portfolio, right? You already have a portfolio. So why are you mentioning so many things in your resume, right? You can just give your portfolio link. People will go and watch. एक बार में दोनों चीज हो जा रहा है, right? Just add your portfolio link here on the top, right? Just add your portfolio link. That should work, right? And I think you would have given your portfolio here also in your projects. Let me see. No, you have not given. Cool. So you can add just portfolio here, right? You can give your portfolio link here. That's enough, right? People will go and watch everything about you. But this should be a little, what to say, at home everything should be visible, right? Like, yeah, everything is visible, so I can go and watch you and whatever, right? So that's fine. That's fine for me. Yeah, it looks good. Like, I know how they are made, but that's okay. So yeah, let's move to the next one. Your first time. I hope you watch my videos to know how I teach. Let's move to the next one. We have Utkarsh Panwar. He's from Thapar University, 6th semester. Okay. He does not want to give any feedback. That's okay. That's why I've not made a required there. If you don't want to give, you're not pressurized to give. So this is a good resume, right? But lot of empty space. This is not good, right? You are not utilizing the whole space. Why are you making this font so small when you can use this space? Utilize the whole page. Right? Why are you making this so small when you have this much space left? Do you understand? Like, इतना space किसके लिए रखे हो? Doesn't make sense, right? So 3 चीज नहीं चाहिए, दोनों से काम हो जाता. Let's see. Work experiences, defense, research, DRDO. Okay, you're working DRDO. Fine. Work under senior scientist in IRD lab of organization. Developed a news application as part of a final assessment. The application works on same thing. When you're writing the work experience, tell how much it has benefited the people, how much like how much it has helped. So there can be there can be 2-3 kinds of projects, right? One which is actually helping, which is actually bringing customers to your platform. One which is bringing customers to your platform. I have done sign up LinkedIn. I have done sign up login stuffs. This is actually helping my customer inflow. One is that, like, you have reduced the cost. I have done this changes. This have reduced the cost. This have reduced bugs, due to which we have more customers, something like that. And one more again thing, like, cost is done, number of customers coming in is done. One is that I have reduced the bugs, right? Third type. So one is cost, one is inflow of customer, one is reduction of bugs. Fourth thing is that how much efficient you have made the machine, right? Suppose you have done something, pehle it was taking 10 minutes and now it is taking 5 minutes. So I have improved the efficiency of our system by 50%. These all things matters, right? Numbers matter, right? So let's move to the next part. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Like, you have done awesome job, I think, developed a news application and so on, but how it is helping, like how it is helping people, how it is working on people and so on, right? 16th one, ऑर्डर में जाएंगे, जो पहले दिया है उनका होगा, ठीक है? Personal project, you have given live video. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. Live video is fine, no issue. MVV architecture is used to design the application. Room and life cycle are two Android architecture components which provide lucidity in the application. Okay, cool. I actually have not worked on this, so I'll not be pretty sure to tell you about this. But yeah, whatever it is, like, see, the point is fine. Like, make sure, like, how is your like, I need like, if I look into a project, right, I should know the aim of the project, right? Why is this project made? Aim of the project should be clear, right? And how we have made the project should be clear. टेक स्टैक रहना चाहिए, आई एम ऑल गुड विथ इट, बट 3-4 जगह में सेम चीज नहीं लिखने का, ठीक है? लाइक आई हैव शोड वन पीपल, राइट, जावा स्विंग पहले लिखा है, फिर जावा स्विंग लिखा है, फिर जावा स्विंग लिखा है, एक जगह लिखो, इट्स ऑल फाइन, यू कैन राइट इट, दैट्स ऑल फाइन, बट आई डोंट वांट कि रिपीटेड ना हो वो चीज़, ठीक है? मीम जनरेटिंग एंड शेयरिंग एप्लीकेशन, ओके, यू हैव वन मोर, ठीक है? टेक्निकल स्किल्स, सब्जेक्ट्स नहीं चाहिए एक्चुअली. सब्जेक्ट्स क्यों नहीं चाहिए मैं बोलता हूँ, क्योंकि यू आर कमिंग फ्रॉम दिस कॉलेज, राइट? You are doing a Bachelor of Engineering Computer Science, so this will be automatically, this thing will be automatically there in your course, right? So this is not required. Whatever you have done extra, like, mention those, right? Mention those. And whenever you are writing room, SQL Lite, Firebase, MySQL, be prepared for questions on this, right? Be prepared on question from this. You are writing room, people may ask you questions on room. You have written Eclipse, people may ask you a question on Eclipse. डेवलपर टूल्स को खुद पूछेगा नहीं, लेकिन कॉटलिन से तुमको क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं, फायरबेस से पूछ सकते हैं, एंड इतना कुछ जो तुमने लिखा है इस सब से तुमको क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. सो मेक श्योर दैट वट एवर यू आर राइटिंग इन योर रेज्यूमे यू आर 100% अवेयर ऑफ इट, ठीक है? सो दिस वॉज अबाउट योर रेज्यूमे. अगेन सेम थिंग, लाइक 2 पॉइंट, डोंट वेस्ट स्पेस एंड इंक्रीज द फॉन्ट. ऑल्सो एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ें नहीं चाहिए, एंड आई थिंक समथिंग इज मिसिंग. Like, you can add achievements here, like if you have done any achievements, if you have done any certification program and something, you can add. Certification उतना matter नहीं करता है, but to fill up the space, don't leave empty space, ठीक है? So let's move to the next one. कुछ है extra? Resume is in the making, looking to crack PBCS, public sector company, I think, in 7th semester. Okay, cool. So I've already suggested you what all changes you can do. Make sure that you do such changes. Let's move to the 11th one. She's Tisha, I guess, and LPU 5th semester. Let's watch the resume. This is not good. Because first of all, you should not share doc. Can I edit? Okay, I cannot edit, but that's cool. Don't share doc. Share it in a PDF file. It is a 2-pager. No one likes 2-pager now. The resume should not be 2-pager, ठीक है? Resume should be 1-pager. Make sure that we use some kind of templates, right? Again, इतना space क्यों छोड़ा है तुमने technical skills लिखने के लिए, right? It could have been written in 1 line, right? Whatever, RESTful API, UI designing, web development, I don't need all this, right? It will be written here. It will be written here in your project experience or somewhere, right? It should be reflecting from here. अलग से नहीं बताना पड़ेगा तुमको, right? Kendriya Vidyalaya, yeah, obviously you need to add more things here, like the dates, like 2023 is only not enough. The dates, the CGPA, again the dates, the CGPA, and the last one is not required. Achievements and rewards, it's too much explanation. Like, no one will go and read each line, so make sure that you use point wise. Bullet paragraph generally people don't read. Make everything bullet points, right? Chota point, 2-3 points enough. That should be done, right? Like, you understand, like, people spend only 1 minute on your resume, right? And looking at this, what they will look that, first of all, it's 2-pager. No one is going to read the whole one. Second, whatever, what I get from the perspective is that everything is written in paragraphs. Make sure that you use bullet points, right? Professional experience, you are CTO present. Okay, you are already a CTO. Like, is it a startup? Let's check. So the links are not clickable, so I cannot even check. Links are not clickable, so this is also a drawback. Yeah, again, the date is present here, but the date is not present here, like when you have founded and whatever. And made the idea investor ready by designing the prototype MVP by standing out REST 5k application, contributed to overall development lifecycle of the project. Okay, whatever it is. Professional experience, right? And project experience. So, and achievements and award. So see, overall you have points, right? You have points in your resume, right? Overall you have points, you have plenty points, right? Make sure that you use some good template to reflect it in a good manner, right? So education, then your work experience, then your professional experience, and so on, your skills. So I can show you like how I have written. See, I have also written many things, right? But make sure that everything is written bulleted in bulleted way. Everything should be bullet points. And yeah, everything should be bullet points, right? Like if I want to read max rating, okay, max rating, कोड बीटा ये था, ACM ICPC ये था, किकस्टार्ट रैंक ये था, हो गया. इसमें एक लिंक दिया हुआ है, लिंक में चला गया, हॉबीज एंड इंटरेस्ट डाल दिया, खत्म. सो डोंट राइट वेरी बिग पैराग्राफ्स, just write the main idea, the main aim, and how it is helping, the main aim and how it is helping, right? So this is what I can tell you. Rest your profile is to be true, it will not be looked at because it's already 2-pager, the links are not clickable, and it's in a doc format. Everything is negative here. So make sure you work on it a little bit more, and that should work. Let's move to the next one. You have anything else to tell? The content delivery is awesome so far. It's indeed valuable. Thank you. Anything other? No, you don't have. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Devasai Praveen, VIT AP. He is in the first semester. I don't have a resume. Create a resume, whatever it is. Bhai, I don't know any coding language. What should I do? Start with C, and that should help. Let's move to the next one. Priyank Singh, VIT Vellore, semester 1. Let's move. If you are not doing, don't add. I am not going to take the AMA if you are not adding a resume link. I'm in first semester graduate. Okay, you have already told. So are you Pratik Srivastava? But here you are writing Priyank Singh. I don't know if both people are same. Tejas, triple IIT 6th semester. Okay, we have a resume. Let's see. लुक एट रिज्यूमे. भैया आपने रिज्यूमे बनाने की वेबसाइट बता दी, अभी तक नहीं बताई. ओके, फर्स्ट लुक, इट्स परफेक्ट. आई लाइक द प्रेजेंटेशन. जस्ट थोड़ा डाला हुआ है, नाम एकदम सही से दिया हुआ है. एक्सपीरियंस इज रिटन ऑन द टॉप विच इज बेस्ट. लाइक आई कैन सी एक्सपीरियंस एजुकेशन साइड बाय साइड. परफेक्ट. एवरीथिंग इज रिटन पॉइंट वाइज इन साइड. परफेक्ट. You have written link to the article. Perfect. You have written the date. Perfect. You have written your role and where you are working. Perfect. So this is perfect. Position and responsibility, winter code head convener /secretary. This can be a little bit avoided because no one cares, to be true, right? ये like leadership principle के लिए ठीक है, but इतना नहीं चाहिए, right? You don't need to write too much about it. Achievements, ICPC regionalist, good. Secured rank, good. So this is fine, right? This is fine. But see, 2 बार मत डालो. Whatever is best. कोड सिर्फ 2 बार नहीं डालने का, like once, right? Or you can do comma separated thing, right? 4-star max specialist, good. Secured rank in Google. So this is enough, right? This is enough. Nothing more is required. इसको डालना है डाल सकते हो, but don't repeat things, right? इसको rank इसमें इतना आया. So this is better, right? 151 in 13125 people. So just put it here. You don't need to put this, right? Or you can put achieve under 150 rank in March long challenge and under 400 rank in lunchtime. So that you can do. You don't have to share your exact number. That's fine. This is what I'll say. Little bit less. Use little bit less. Your projects have quite good amount of data to be told. So you can increase your font a little bit again, because the font size is a little bit low. Like these are very, very low. But since the icon I can see, then it's fine. But you can increase the font size a little bit. This too is fine. Going to the project. library management system. See, first of all, it is good because you have mentioned only here and you have not used PHP SQL anywhere else, so that's fine. You have the links. Let me see if one of the link is working. That should tell that every links are working. Okay, you have this link. Let me visualize what is happening. Maybe I don't actually start algorithm, so fine. Other projects, cool. So yeah, don't see, don't mention everything in resume. अभी कोई उठा के तुमको बोलेगा how did you implement Minesweeper, can you show me? You have to show it to the interviewer, right? Then he may go in deep dive on this. Are you ready to answer all the question here? If you are ready, keep it. If you are not ready, remove it. Whatever you keep in the resume, you should be 100% prepared for that, right? If you keep anything which are not implemented Fibonacci heap, if he starts asking question, what is Fibonacci heap? How do you create it? How do you find the min max? Are you ready to answer? If you are not ready to answer, remove it, right? Don't just keep it to show off. If you are 100% sure, I had made a timetable generator using Tinketer and Open API, something like that, right? I'm not aware of this. But if he starts asking you about, if the interviewer is very much aware of this, if he starts asking you a depth analysis question like which APIs did you use, how is it working, how did you make the API changes, was it already there or did you create the APIs? You're getting me, right? So whatever you are putting in your resume, like it's not for only this guy, it's not only for Tejas, it's for everyone, right? Whatever you are putting on your resume, you should be 100% aware of it, right? Again, if you see Code Chef and Code Forces, दो बार हो रहा है, right? Don't repeat, put it in one place. Achievement अगर ये तुमको नहीं लग रहा तो यहाँ से हटाओ, keep it in the technical skill कि competitive programming platform में मेरा ये है, that's fine, right? Or move it from here and put it here, right? Any one, ठीक है? Same thing, don't repeat same thing on your resume. It's already one pager. No one will like to see duplicate things, right? So these are the things which I have already told you, Tejas. You can work on it. Let's see the next one. Had left CP, want to start again. How do I improve your 6th semester? You can restart. Like if you have already worked, you know what is your basic, how much you have to work, that you are already aware of. So yeah, that you can do. So we have done till 14 till now. I will take a break. Like it's already 8:57, and then I'll start again with 15. Let me see if you have added. Don't have a resume yet. You are in 6th semester, and you don't have a resume. Like you are going to apply to the job starting from this month. I haven't started CP, just starting Dev via Flutter this week only. Will you guide me? No experience. So what were you doing in the first 6? So almost 3 years, right? What were you doing in the 3 years, bro? At least make a resume. How will you apply to the company if you don't have a resume? You should plan a little more in detail. What will you teach tonight? Okay, sure. Like, yeah, this is a good suggestion actually. Yeah, I'll work on it. Basically, I have it in mind what I'm going to teach, but I don't write it. But I just, whatever I remember, I teach. Yeah, I can make a note before I take classes. This is a good suggestion. I'll work on it. Thanks. And I haven't started CP. That's fine. बट कुछ तो किया होगा ना, सीपी नहीं किया होगा, दैट्स फाइन, नो वरीज. किसी को सीपी करना है, इट्स नो वरीज, राइट? इफ यू डोंट लाइक सीपी, डोंट डू सीपी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि सीपी करना ही है. आई ऑलवेज से यू दैट ओनली डू द थिंग्स विच यू लव. सीपी नहीं आता, छोड़ो, नहीं करना है. स्टार्टिंग डेव, बट यू आर स्टार्टिंग डेव ऑल्सो नाउ वाया फ्लटर, ठीक है? इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग डेव, वर्क ऑन दैट प्रोजेक्ट 6th सेमेस्टर में. ट्राई टू फिनिश दैट एंड ऑल्सो ट्राई टू वर्क ऑन स्टार्ट डूइंग लीड कोड ऑल्सो, राइट? स्टार्ट डूइंग लीड कोड ऑल्सो, ठीक है? सो दिविज के लिए यही है फॉर द टाइम बिंग. लीड कोड करो एंड इसको ख़त्म करो. एटलीस्ट एक प्रोजेक्ट हो जाएगा तो रिज्यूमे में दिखेगा. बाकी ट्राई करना रिज्यूमे को फिलअप करने के लिए. लाइक डोंट लीव इट, राइट? डेटा साइंस के बारे में बताया. आई डोंट नो अबाउट डेटा साइंस, सॉरी, आई हैव नॉट वर्कड ऑन इट. सो I'll start picking up from 16. My next class is on 9:15. So make sure you join in the 9:15. You will find it in the playlist कहाँ दिया हुआ है? If you go in the description, you will find the playlist में जाके लास्ट वीडियो जो होगा वो होगा मेरा नेक्स्ट क्लास, जो होगा मेरा 9:15 से. Join there and we will do further discussion. I am keeping the form open. पूरा ओपन नहीं रखूंगा मैं, थोड़ा देर बाद मैं बंद कर दूंगा, लाइक, और आधा घंटा शायद वो ओपन रहे. I will finish it up and then what I will do, I'll teach you how to make a resume, which website I use to make a resume, and I will suggest what all points you can add, not add. That I'll do last 30 minutes. I'll do that. So next session का पहला 30 minutes I'll be doing resume review. So whoever wants to give their resumes for review, it is given in the description. The link is given in the description. Fill up that. Give the Google Drive link. If you don't have a Google Drive link, don't fill up the form. मैं ऐसे A में नहीं लेने वाला, ठीक है? जिनके पास है लिंक वही डालो एंड वही फॉर्म फिलअप करो, ठीक है? तो फॉर नाउ आई एम कीपिंग द फॉर्म ओपन, and make sure that you join us in the Telegram channel. The link is given in the description. Thank you all for joining. Before leaving, make sure that you like the stream, ठीक है? Before leaving, make sure that you like the stream. We have 34 people and only 17 likes. It means that आधा people सिर्फ देख रहे हैं, like भी नहीं कर रहे हैं. So make sure that you like it, right? भाई रेज्यूमे रिव्यू हो जाएगा ना नेक्स्ट वीक. नेक्स्ट वीक नहीं होगा, अभी होगा नेक्स्ट क्लास होगा. Next class is at 9:15, and those who have already filled up the form, I'll keep it open for more 15 minutes. 9:15 से मेरा क्लास है, 9:30 को I'll close the form और extra 15 minutes I will take. उसके बाद I will teach you how to make a resume, ठीक है? Meet you soon in the next lecture. सब आ जाना ज्वाइन करना, ठीक है? गुड नाइट.